From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, April the 13th, 2026. Rocket and drone attacks at northern Israel from terror group Hezbollah in Lebanon continued this weekend into today, sending residents rushing to seek the shelter of safe rooms and bomb shelters. One woman was said to have been lightly hurt in one of the rocket attacks, and the Times of Israel reported today that 2 IDF soldiers were moderately hurt and 6 others lightly hurt in a Hezbollah drone attack in southern Lebanon. The IDF continues to hit terror infrastructure and terrorists in Lebanon, including thwarting several imminent terror attacks, it said, against Israeli troops. Negotiations between the United States and Iran this weekend ended without any agreements being reached, and U.S. President Donald Trump announced a U.S. naval blockade by the U.S. of all Iranian port traffic through the Strait of Hormuz began early this morning. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel supports the firm stance of the United States, saying we are in constant coordination with the U.S. Well, turning now to the world of sports, where Israeli athletes made headlines throughout these last few days, bringing home accolades from a number of competitions around the world. Israeli gymnasts Artem Dolgopiat and Noam Berkovich won the gold and bronze medals, respectively, in the floor gymnastics final at the World Cup in Croatia. Israeli acrobatic gymnasts won gold and silver at the World Cup event in Belgium. Israel's national hockey team won the gold at the 2026 IIHF World Championship Division II Group B in Bulgaria. Israeli kickboxer Guy Hagag won the World Cup event in Thailand, and 14-year-old Aya Vayner defended her championship title at the Catalonia Motocross in Spain, where she proudly unfurled the Israeli flag. Veteran Jewish Congressman Elliot Engel has died. Engel, a New York Democrat who served for 32 years in the U.S. House of Representatives and led its Foreign Affairs Committee, was one of the most prominent pro-Israel voices on Capitol Hill. He told the Jerusalem Post back in 2021, before losing the Democratic primary, "I've been proud to stand with our ally Israel, our closest friend in the Middle East, and I would argue in the world, throughout my career." Engel said, "I believe that the United States and Israel share an incredibly important partnership, and the cornerstone of this relationship is the support it receives from both sides of the aisle. No one should play partisan politics with America's relationship with Israel." Engel died on Friday. He was 79 years old. Well, Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day, began this evening with the annual torch lighting ceremony from Israel's memorial to the Holocaust, Yad Vashem, in Jerusalem, where 6 Holocaust survivors lit 6 torches in memory of the 6 million Jews murdered during the Shoah.
Let the torch be lit.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel's President Isaac Herzog addressed the ceremony tonight. Each of them met earlier with the torchlighters ahead of this evening's event. Tomorrow, Tuesday, a 2-minute nationwide siren will bring Israel to a standstill in remembrance, followed by a wreath-laying ceremony at Yad Vashem, the recitation of Holocaust victims' names in Yad Vashem's Hall of Remembrance, and a memorial ceremony from Israel's Knesset in Jerusalem. And 50 Holocaust survivors from Jewish communities around the world and Israel, aged 80 to 98, will lead the 2026 International March of the Living tomorrow, Tuesday, from Auschwitz to Birkenau. They will be joined by 7,000 participants from countries across the globe. The March of the Living wrote, transforming a journey once symbolizing death into a living symbol of memory, resilience, and continuity. Their presence At a time when the number of living survivors is rapidly diminishing, it wrote, underscores both the urgency of remembrance and the responsibility to carry their stories forward. And our special programming here on JBS tonight and tomorrow for Yom HaShoah includes an encore of the 41st Annual Interfaith Service of Remembrance, which is coming up tonight at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, led by clergy from New York City's Central Synagogue and St. Peter's Church, featuring Holocaust survivor Dr. Clemens Loew. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, April the 13th, 2026. Am Yisrael Chai.